Jazz didn't think that he was capable of cheating. She thought he was better than that. Stick around to the end to hear my take on this situation. So this couple had been long distance for a year. Different countries, 5-hour time difference, 8-hour flight. But they still make it work. They were even planning for her to move. Not move in together, she was going to get her own place, but close enough that it could actually feel like a normal relationship. And up until this point, Jazz trusted him completely. And then she goes to visit him. And by the end of the trip, something feels off. When he drops her at the airport, there's no pause. No moment where you don't really want to say goodbye yet. He's just ready for her to go. Like he's already moved on from the visit while she's still there. But she talks herself out of it. But it turns out, things were calm on the outside, but unhinged inside. Because a few days after Jazz gets home, he messages her. Says he's been thinking about the relationship, about himself. Says he feels like he hasn't had time to focus on himself. Which doesn't make sense, because long distance is already space. But she lets him talk. And then about a week later, he ends it. But she doesn't argue. She stays calm. Accepts it. Even though it doesn't fully make sense. And then 2 days later, he's back. Says he made the biggest mistake of his life. Says he can't believe that he almost lost her. Says he wants to fix it. And she loves him. So she takes him back in. And for a moment, it almost feels like it might go back to normal. And then Jazz gets a message from his ex. She's straight to the point. They slept together a few nights ago. He wants her back. The ex, not Jazz. He never stopped loving her, and he was happy when Jazz left. And the ex sends proof. Messages, call logs, conversations. And she keeps talking to the ex. More comes out. In the first 3 months of their relationship, he was still sleeping with her, while she was back home trusting him. And even after that, after this last visit, after telling her that he needed space to focus on himself, he's been trying to hook up with multiple other girls. And not quietly either. Some of these girls know her. Their friends know her. So now other people are sending her screenshots, showing her exactly how he's talking. And it's not charming, it's not subtle, it's desperate. Like he's scrambling for anyone who will say yes. And at that point, it's not one mistake. It's just who he is when she's not there. So Jazz confronts him, lays everything out, and he breaks. Crying, begging, saying he'll do anything, saying he doesn't want to lose her. And for some reason she stays. Not because she forgives him, but because she hasn't caught up to what this actually means yet. And now she's stuck. Still with him, but constantly thinking about his cheating. And she doesn't trust him. There's this constant tension, like she's trying to hold on to something that's already ended. And the part that's really getting to her is she always said if this ever happened, she'd leave. And I think we've all said that to ourselves. But the truth is, when it happens, sometimes that can be harder to follow through on. So she's still there. And that's harder to sit with anything that he did. Because now it's not just about being betrayed by him. It's about watching yourself diminish your self-worth. And in these situations, either you lose respect for the partner or yourself. There's no way around it. So now the question isn't whether he'll change. It's what does that say about her if she stays? What would you do? Once they cheat, that's it? Or do you give second chances? Maybe even third? Thanks for listening to this episode of Quiet Betrayals. Catch you next time.